Yo, what is up everyone? Back here with another video. So for today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing obviously some games with the team that did well in Korea. It ended up winning the Korean Trainers Cup. I ended up finding the pace for it and rental, which is pretty cool. So we're going to be playing that team, and it kind of features some really interesting, cool Pokemon. I'm actually going to take away my camera here for a second just so you guys can kind of see. So it is a Miraidon with Assault Vest actually, but still running Terra Fairy Gleam, which isn't something we see the most frequently. Most Assault Vests for Miraidons nowadays are typically running like more like Terra Electric base sets with Snarl, so that's a bit different. Also too, the Whimsicott's running Tickle, which I think is really interesting. It decided to drop Encore, which honestly in CTS is probably pretty strong because they assume that you have Encore and then, you know, you just don't. As well too, there are some other interesting choices here, right? So we have the Helping Hand on the Ensign, so you can kind of boost up damage on your Miraidon, which makes a lot of sense, especially if you're going to be cutting down on it with the, you know, with the Assault Vest. And then we have the Icicle Plate on the Calyrex Ice, so it's going to be able to do a bit more damage with Lances. It is dropping Leftover, so it won't be able to sit around as much, but like it still does more damage with Lance, which is always appreciated. Then we have Urshifu with Mystic Water, so it's going to be able to do like really powerful Surging Strikes, Aqua Jet. Notably, it's dropping the Fighting move, so Taunt will give us a little bit more options into stuff like Amoonguss or other Trick Room setters like opposing Cali Ice maybe. And then finally we have Lando, and this Lando is actually a little bit interesting. It's also running Crunch as well, so kind of pairs with that Tickle and can probably do a lot of damage into these teams with like Lunala, other stuff, so definitely something I'm excited to use. But yep, with no further ado, you guys see the rental code right there. We'll be getting right into it, and we'll see how we end up. So I did spend some time because the last video you guys saw, I think, was me playing with Christopher Hahn, and it was like obviously me and Christopher are buddies. Like it was good, like it was fun, but like we tanked the rating like crazy. So ideally, you know, obviously having the latter games be a little higher rated is good. So I did play a little bit offline with Kazuki's team, which I had featured a little bit earlier, and it felt really strong still. And I was able to bump up the rating just a little bit. But we are against number 304 here. We're going to be playing against Miraidon Sneasler stuff with actually Annihilate, which is probably running the Scarf. So we kind of got to make some decisions here, right? So immediately the final Gambit pressure obviously is pretty strong here. We could lead with something like Urshifu and Whimsicott, and if they lead something with Cali Ice, we can taunt it immediately, right? We can go for a Tailwind. The worst possible case lead would probably be like Annihilate plus like Cali Ice. That'd probably be like worst case scenario. If we take our own Cali Ice, it's fine. We could go Cali Ice and Urshifu, but that's a little worse versus their Miraidon. If we take Ensign and Cali Ice, we can go for Fake Out immediately. This is definitely going to be a tricky, like, game one, I want to say. Okay, if we lead with this gives us flexibility with Intimidate, and we can switch into our Cali Ice immediately. I don't actually hate this approach, because immediately, like, we get the pressure of Tailwind plus Drift into the Sneasler if they lead with Sneasler plus Miraidon, and then if they opt to go with something a bit, like, you know, more standard, like the Trick Room mode, we can just switch into Incineroar and click Volt Switch, so I don't hate it. Okay, perfect. So our lead was definitely, like, good here. They can fake us out, though. I kind of want to light screen switch into Cali Ice. It's a little bit aggressive here, but it does strike me as like the best play, especially if we're anticipating a fake out here. The only way that would be like a bad play is like maybe if we're in a situation where they go for like a double attack on the Cali Ice switch, right? So it is worth noting that the Miraidon on this team isn't the fastest, so I would very much expect to not be faster than the Sneasler. Okay, so I want to light screen offhand for sure, and I think I want to switch into Cali Ice. They're unlikely to drift into our Miraidon here, and if they do, they're probably Specs, which they lock into. They could also be Assault Vest, but it really just depends what we expect them to do. We could also just Tailwind and drift. They usually Volt Switch turn one as well. I'm going to Tailwind and switch in... No, I'm going to light screen, actually. I'm going to light screen, and I'm going to switch into the Cali Ice. Because this kind of covers for almost everything. The only situation it wouldn't cover for is if we get put in an awkward situation where they like Volt Switch into the Cali Ice and close combat it and we take way too much damage early. But also it's like we kind of have to, you know, make some calls. They do fake out. They fake out into the Whimsicott actually, which I'm kind of surprised about. Light screen goes up here. That's fine. What do they do here? Draco? They do Draco. Okay. So I don't hate that. We actually take... I think we take the double up if I tickle the Sneasler, so I am going to do that. I'm going to tickle it. I'm just going to Lance. That basically covers for the double attack here. And if they're locked into Draco, we're in a good spot. And that definitely strikes me as like Specs Draco. Oh, they switch. Okay. Oh, if that's lefties, we're going to get a free tickle into it, which is really good. Oh, double switch. Wow. Okay. Volcarona. Ah, that's good. I'll definitely take that. We're going to do extra damage in this Callias as well. Okay. So offhand, we have a couple plays available to us. I think like switch to Incin and Protect is like our default like safe play to cover for like everything they can do. It covers for Will-O-Wisp, it covers for like a bunch of different options they have available. It's pretty like defensive, but I think that's like fine because the Callias is already -1. So. And we don't really want to lose our Whimsicott that early. Our Whimsicott is bold nature, so it is like bulky, but it's not worth like risking here. Incineroar comes in. I'm thinking a knockoff Lance into Volkwood looks pretty strong here next turn, depending on what they do. Fake out Lance is also an option, but I think they could switch. Flamethrower, okay. That's fine, we eat that. They imprison. Okay, so they have imprisoned on their Callias. That's obviously going to change the situation a little bit here. I actually need to see what moves are actually imprisoned. I want to just click knock off here. Okay, so Glacial Lance is sealed. Trick Room is sealed. Protect is sealed. Okay, so interesting. So they probably have. Oh, they're just okay. Interesting. I want to knock off and I want to Leech Seed here, I think. Because if Miraidon comes in, we knock it off. Okay. They protect. Okay. We have a light screen up, so it's not the worst. Okay. Okay, it is Assault Vest on Mirai. Okay. I do kind of want to leech Mirai and Parting Shot into the Callias here. I mean, I could leech the Callias because you are going to get more health off of that. Let me think. Callias is -2. So yeah, Callias is really doing nothing here and it can only click Lance. So I think it's more significant the Parting Shot into the Miraidon slot here to reduce its damage more. If it drifts into our Incin, that's fine. We're Careful Nature, and we also take, like, less. Okay, so they switch. Now we have access to Lance again, which is really nice. Parting Shot into Mirai. Okay, Sneasler comes in. We're going to leech that. Draco comes out again. They choose a Draco here. Okay. The Cali Ice doesn't have much speed, so we can't expect to outspeed Sneasler here, unfortunately. I want to bring in Miraidon, though, because now that their Miraidon is so low, we have a lot of pressure with our Miraidon. Okay. Okay, electricity disappears, which is fine. I'm feeling like there's a couple different plays we could go for here. I like the idea of Volt Switch into this or Electro Drift into this just to get damage into it. And then we could either choose to go for Glacial Lance or Protect. If they close combat our Cali Ice and kill it and then we drift them back, I think it's a like fair exchange. It could put us in a potentially weird spot. We could also Protect. Honestly, Protect Volt isn't even, like, a bad play. Yeah, it kind of covers for, like, everything they can do, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Fake out, yep. They Volt Switch on that. We could have Lanced here, like, we definitely had the opportunity to do so, but it's okay. If it's Kali Ice coming back in, we're going to leech the Kali Ice and we're just going to switch an instant. Okay, it is. Okay, we're going to get some health back here. We can switch an instant, reduce their damage, get another leech seed on their Kali Ice, and that's should allow us to live the double up. If they re-imprison us, it's fine at this point. This is where I think the lack of lefties is a little bit hard sometimes, so it's good to know, right? Like, I mean, when you don't have the opportunity to spam Lance, like, you definitely feel the lack of lefties with this Kali Ice, but we should be okay here. We can just go for a leech seed. Switch back in Instant. They'll give us access to fake out Lance if they bring in Miraidon, right? So it gives us a ton of options. It could also coaching, I guess. No, coaching's kind of a bad play for them. Okay, CC. Okay, I think we're out of range of Lance. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Okay, we do live. Okay, this is good then. Okay, we miss, actually. That's pretty bad. We have a choice to make here. Let's see how much we heal. Because 26 they couldn't kill us from. Okay, they can kill us now. We're in range. We can Parting Shot into Sneasler or Parting Shot into Kali Ice. But the problem is both of our Mons in the back are pretty susceptible to taking a lot of damage here. If we tear our instant, it's grass, so that's not very useful. If we knock off here or Parting Shot here, that covers if Miraidon comes in. But we are accepting that we're going to take Lance on something. I think it's Parting Shot into this, and I think it's Protect or Lance. I kind of want a Lance here, because if they close combat, which they can, but they could also switch. Both are valid options, but Parting Shot keeps them honest. They did switch. Okay, okay. So they switched. We chose a Lance. If Parting Shot goes first, we're in a very good spot. Or, well, we're in an okay spot. Okay, this is neutral now, I want to say. I mean, it's good chip, right? You never complain about chip on something. Okay, Lance comes out. So we could throw Knock into here and get some chip into the Kali Ice and then Parting Shot it next turn. I almost feel like we want the Kali Ice to die so we get a free switch to Miraidon, so I think I'm actually going to let the Kali Ice die here and knock it off. I think this is better. A tactical sack, you might say. Oh, okay. That's crazy, because if we had Terra Watered there and attacked, that would have been, like, really good. We bring in Mirai here. We have to pressure them. I want to say it's Terra Fairy Volt Switch in the Cot. Or Terra Fairy Drift Switch in the Cot. Or Terra Fairy Gleam Switch in the Cot. I think I like Gleam the most, actually. So you get Volt Switch back and Tickle and Tickle Volt Switch. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. If they Terra Electric Drift into our Miraidon, make the call, like, that's fair. Can't do anything about that, but we've managed to get their resources down to a point where if we get in Tailwind in the right spot, I think we can win. But also, they just need to make one call this turn on what we do, and we're, like, gonna lose. So it's very much going to be shifted by this turn. We are Assault Vest, so we should be able to live Drift with Terra Electric. Offhand, at least. That's what my head calcs are telling me. But if we get doubled, we could lose. Sneasler? That is Sneasler, but it might actually go down to Gleam. Because it's not the most specially bulky, and Miraidon's still pretty strong. Like, the Miraidon's 196 special attack on this team, so it's not, like, the weakest. They are tearing. Okay, they probably are tearing electric if they have it. They are tearing electric, okay. Wow, this is, for a first game, this is a very intense game. I could have light screened here, but I don't think it's worth. Oh, no, I couldn't because I switched. That's going into instant, I think. Oh, we went first. Okay. Oh, just missed the KO. Parabolic charge. Oh, I think that's better for us, actually. Because they're going to heal, right? Like, obviously, they knocked out their own Sneasler. Does it matter that they let Volk back in? I actually am unsure. Let's see, how much do they heal? Oh, they might be out of range of Gleam again, actually. I think I just want a Draco and switch into Ensign. I think it's like our best play. Draco, switch to Ensign, knock this out. Yeah. Because we know we can intimidate it, right? And then we have fake out plus switch if we need it. Okay. Good. Do they Trick Room? If they Trick Room, it's still a little awkward. No, they Lance. Okay, we live. Fake out Drift. If they're Rocky, we lose off of that. They're -1 on the Kali Ice. I think it's Helping Hand Volt Switch to guarantee we kill the Volk, and then we get to reposition off of that. The only way we lose is if the Volk is Protect. They haven't revealed Rage Powder, so they could be. But I don't really know if there's like any way we can avoid that necessarily. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say we just Helping Hand Volt here. Oh, they did have it. Oh, that's so smart. Oh, okay, they double protected. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh, I thought they just protected Volk, and I was like, oh, that would be so bad. Well, now if we Helping Hand Volt, like, they know what we're doing, but okay, so realistically here, they're supposed to go for a double protect now. I also think Volt Knock is like a safe play now. They only have Lance. And they could double protect. Yeah, I think they're going to go for a double protect is what I'm concerned about. So I'm going to do this. Yes, they went for a double protect. Okay, so I did make the right call in targeting the Kali Ice. Because that's your, if you know that it's happening, like, of course, obviously here, right? Like, oh, they're Citrus. Is it another 50-50 now? No, I don't think it is, actually. As long as Knock goes first, that means that our instant should go first again, and we can just drift and win. It depends, though. Okay, Cop's gonna go down here to Lance. Okay, we are faster, but we don't do enough. Oh. Okay. Is there a way to avoid the 50-50? Do I have a play that can lock me in the game? Because if I Helping Hand Gleam, I don't think I kill this, is the problem. It just opens up Flamethrower. I think it literally is a 50-50. My gut is telling me to retarget Volk. Yes, yes. Okay, nice. Okay, so we did get it. Nice, nice, nice. No, they could be Rocky, though. They flame body. Okay, if they have Rocky, now we're definitely gonna die. Okay, we died anyways, actually. No, actually, no. Wait, maybe we didn't. Oh, Burn's actually really unfortunate. It's all gonna come down to whether we can live this next Lance. I don't know. It's single target G Lance. That's pretty strong. I don't think we can avoid it, right? Are they neutral? Okay, they're neutral. I think we live. So we knock. You always knock here. Yep, they live. Come on. Oh, yes! Let's go, Instant. Alright, nice. That was a crazy game. Nice, nice. That was a really good game to start with. That was insane, actually. Wow. That almost went to timer, too. That was like War of Attrition, too, because it's hard because the Sneasler, too, with the poison coverage is really good into our Cot, right? And then if our Miraidon Terra Fairy's too early, we fall behind. But that turn where they parabolic charge themselves was really crucial. And that came down to the 50-50, right, of like what Mon protects. That was a crazy game. That was fun, though. Okay, Koraidon, Flutter, Cali Shadow. Okay. I feel like we can definitely just do Whimsicott into this. Whimsicott Lando offhand strikes me as a really safe lead, especially because you have the crunch into Shadow and they might not expect that. I definitely like having Mirai. I think it might actually be Mirai in the lead. And then this and this. Yeah. Because ground ice coverage is really good into this kind of team. And you save for the Raging Bolt in the back if you take Cali Ice in the back. Okay, Flutter Cry. I kind of want to just Draco Tailwind turn one. Draco Tailwind is fine. They could have Trick Room, but that's probably unlikely. I want to Terrifier here, actually. Maybe. So I don't die to Flame Charge, because I feel like having Whimsicott alive is actually really important. Terrifier Light Screen, which covers for almost everything they can do, and then I can Draco Meteor into this immediately. I could also choose... Yeah, because this covers if they have Trick Room, right? But Trick Rooming for Cali Ice, do they really want to do that? I could also just Terrifier Tailwind. I'm gonna Terrifier Tailwind. Okay. Okay, Instant comes in. That's like fine. We actually like getting Instant down low in health, to be honest, because Instant is like the main mon that's gonna annoy our Cali Ice in the back, so it's actually better for us to kind of deal with this thing sooner. So I'm actually very okay with this turn. If they Trick Room, it's worst case, but I don't think it's like we lose immediately type situation. So I'm okay with it. Now we live with the light screen, but if they fake out light screen, we won't live. I'm gonna Moonblast here because I want to get rid of their instant here, and I just want to switch to Cali Ice. We can live any attack they go for, and it puts us in like a kind of commanding spot. Okay. Oh, they Shadow Balled. Interesting. Okay. Our Kalias took that actually pretty decently. Oh, they actually okay, that's actually better that they lived. Okay, we actually wanted them to live. Okay, that literally helps us out so much. Because now we just have Light Screen like Glacial. If they Stellar Terra to get the KO on our Kali Ice here, to so they don't let it get off a Lance, then that's also fine for us. The Shadow Ball was really heads up play by them for what it's worth. Actually, I think that was a very smart play. Because it covers for a switch into Kali Ice. Which was more or less telegraphed. Okay. They taunt us. Okay, down the sash. They bring out their Calyrex. Interesting. Okay, so they have Lance pressure, or not Lance, sorry, Astral pressure. We can switch here into our Mirai, but that does like put us in a weird spot. If we Moonblast here and we get a special attack drop, we could just win on the spot. How many turns of Tailwind left? They could get a KO. Is it worth going for that risk? Because will we lose immediately if we don't get it? I think so. I think we go for it, actually. Yeah, my gut's telling me this is correct. Because if we get it, we just auto-win. Okay, we don't get it. Are they Life Orb? That looks like Life Orb. Could be, yeah, it could be Sasha. I'm not surprised it killed. They are Sash. Okay, that's likely Sash. Oh no, they're Life Orb. They're Life Orb. Okay. Okay, that's fine though, because we want them to get the boost so that they. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this for a second though. Lando comes in. Lando's full health. They're incentivized to Icy Wind Astral. We bring in our other Mon. If we live, we just auto win on the spot. Okay, yeah, I see the line. Actually, no. Is it this turn we have to attack? I think it's this turn we have to attack. Because what I'm seeing is we kill Calyrex, we click Tailwind. But that doesn't necessarily always win. It could also be we at... Because we can't status move. This switches in. This dies. We protect. How many turns is Sun? No, we do protect then. Yeah, we do protect. We only protect because they're that low on Sun turns. Okay. If they Psychic us, then we just lose. But can't really do anything about that. Okay, they Astral. Okay, so now we have a chance to win. Okay, now we make a call. Does Flutter protect or not? Or does Kali protect or not? Kali shouldn't protect because we haven't revealed that we're Tickles, so they don't know that we're not Encore in CTS, right? And they could just lose on the spot off of that. So they're definitely not going to do that. They're either going to switch into Koraidon, which is a very reasonable play, right? Yeah. It's just Tailwind Earth Power. They might be scared of Sandsear here as well. Yeah. That means they're Clam on Koraidon too. If Icy Wind misses, we also just win. We can still win here. There's like a couple lines that win us the game. We Moonblast, kill Flutter. We protect the Lando here, and that would potentially win us the game, unless they Flame Charge into our Whimsicott. We could also Moonblast the Koraidon straight up here and Earth Power into it if we're playing really brave. I'm feeling like we play for odds to win anyways. Because it's kind of bad for us either way. So I think Moonblasting that is correct. And if they Flame Charge us, they Flame Charge us, right? Like, you can't do anything about that. Okay, they didn't protect Flutter. Okay, they Icy Winded. They should always go for attack into Cot. Well, okay, no, actually it's a 50-50. Because if they double our... no, it's a 50-50. Okay, they did target Lando. Okay, so we have very good odds to win, though. Just depends who's faster. I mean, we did everything we could, right? Our Lando is 132 speed. We might be faster. It depends if they're adamant or not. We're gonna tickle anyways. Because at this point, like, it doesn't matter. Someone's up, right? I just want to make sure. Okay, doesn't matter. I figured they were clan, but you can't really do anything about that. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, that was a close game. The margins on that were very slim. It just came down to a couple of calls of like what was going to happen, and the Sun turns expired at an opportune time. I was also worried another play they could have made that I thought would have been really smart there would have been to switch out Koraidon for Kali Rex Shadow to catch the Earth Power and then go for an Icy Wind. It's pretty low risk, right? And it puts you in like a decent spot. But I'm glad they were not able to find that. Otherwise, we definitely would have lost. Or I don't know if we definitely... Yeah, like, it was bad. It definitely wasn't good. Okay, so Fede's team. It's a pretty strong team. We gotta be careful with this Ursaluna. I kind of want to almost lead with the Urshifu because you can pressure surging immediately. The only problem is versus Miraidon. Obviously, you're kind of a sitting duck because you don't have Sash. If we lead with Whimsicott, we can set Light Screen immediately, but that doesn't really help us if they go with a different round. We could also just go with our standard like balance core here, and it gives us like enough options. I also don't even hate the idea of going Mirai Incin. So you get Fake Out Volt turn 1. Kalias and Lando. Kalias Incin. I want to say it's Incin Lando with Kalias and Miraidon in the back. The reason why I'm hesitant to lead Kalias or Miraidon is if they lead Incin, then Kalias is like not that great, like Incin Lunala, and then Miraidon comes in, it's not great. And then if we lead with Miraidon and they have Miraidon plus Incin, it's literally just a toss-up. Okay. That's their like safe default lead. This opens us up to fake out Earth Power into Miraidon turn 1, which gives us a ton of like pressure. So I do like this lead particularly. We could also make a... It's a little greedy. We could also Helping Hand and Earth Power immediately into the Miraidon, calling Ursaluna to come in. And that would be really good, right? We would just catch the Ursa outright. We could also knock off to cover and protect. That would cover for them bringing it in. I think I want to just fake out Earth Power because we have the most avenues to still win the game, even if we get it wrong after. Yeah, I'm going to fake out and I'm going to Earth Power. I feel like it's like our safest option turn 1. Even if they switch to Ursa, like, it's still very playable for us, so we're okay. The way they're thinking makes me think that, like, they're worried about us catching their Ursaluna. So they're gonna stay in, yeah. Really good turn one. We're very okay with that. We did get a crit, so if they were AV, this obviously matters. Moongeist turn one, okay. Okay. Urshifu, okay. Terra Grass parting shot here seems pretty reasonable. We weaken that down, we get an Earth Power immediately into this. If they're Choice Band and they go before Orlando, so be it. But I think this is, like, fine. We can also Aqua Jet, but it's fine. It also covers if they try to switch in Ursaluna for Urshifu this turn. We don't let them do it for free, and that's pretty important to avoid. Okay. Let's see. The Surging Strikes into her Instant. Oh, wow. This is a phenomenal turn for us then. Unless they double our Instant. If they double our Instant and knock it out, that's not great. But we're careful, so I actually think we might live the Moongeist. Okay, that's great. We kill the Urshifu now. We get a parting shot onto the Lunala. Goodbye. That's going into Lando? Oh, okay, cool. It's good for us. I'm feeling like it's Ursa in the back, personally, but we don't know. It's either Ursa or it's Ensign, but if it's Ensign, then we already win the game, basically. We're gonna bring in Miraidon, because it's like the most neutral of the two to bring in. Ensign, so you get the first Intimidate on it. Yep. Okay, we definitely want a second Volt Switch here, switch to Kali Ice. We're going to cover for Ursaluna protecting, so we get Ensign back in and get a second Intimidate down. And that means Facade won't kill our Ensign, which then means we can parting shot the Lunala again and Leech Seed into the Lunala. Okay, they actually leave their Ursa exposed, but because we're going for a Volt Switch into Ensign here, they're going to be -2, so that's pretty okay for us. They might even go for a Headlong here and get a little greedy. Yep. Makes sense. I think we protect, switch back to Protect, switch back to the... Because he's going to Facade, right? Protect, switch back to Miraidon. And then Leech Seed Luna, switch back in Ensign to catch Headlong again. And this also baits out a Terra from the Ursalute as well. Go here, protect. We also try reversing Trick Room as a potential route. But I think we have safer routes if we just Leech Seed. As long as we don't get crit. Helping Hand Lance was also an option. Okay. Okay. Facade into Ensign. Wide guard, okay. So they're scared of us lancing. Okay. We do lance this time to keep him honest. Like I think we force him to do it. Could also Volt Switch Lance, and then Ensign comes back in. Do we need to do that? That's the question. I kind of want Volt Switch and Lance, actually. Because it's another turn where they have to, like, kind of accept that we're... Yeah. Okay. Because they're going to Facade here. Yep. I'm gonna Leech Seed Luna this turn, I think. It seems like they're unwilling to let us lance here. And if I keep playing as if I don't have high horsepower, it also might incentivize them to play this way. They're -3 on Ursa, so I feel like we could definitely live the Facade. It's gonna be close though, because Ursa's insanely strong. So helping in Lance is definitely an option we have available here. I think we definitely Leech the Luna at this point and Parting Shot the Luna. Or we could Knock, actually, because Knock would just win the game if we get it off, so we'll Leech and do that. Yeah, they wide guard. Okay, they knock out. Now we Leech. Okay. Let me think about this. One turn of Trick Room, so we protect on this turn of Trick Room. Yeah, because they're -1. We protect on this turn of Trick Room. And then we Lance next turn to force the Ursaluna to protect as they Trick Room, or they have to just Wide Guard Facade, but then they're not doing enough damage into us, which we don't care. Like, they might go for Moongeist now. Because they might see that their only way to win is a crit. Yeah, okay, no, they protected. Protected Moongeist? No, protected Wide Guard? What, like, what are they? Oh, they're just Moongeist, okay. Okay. They were calling us the Leech Seed, I think. Okay, well, that's fine. Even without crit, I think we were fine. But we're at Icicle Plate, so that might have even just killed anyways. I guess the Kalias isn't very offensive. But yeah, we're chilling now. No point protecting here. We don't have lefties, otherwise we would protect for lefties, but they're gonna die to Lance either way, even with the extra burn. Okay. Ended up being a bit of a closer endgame than I would have liked. I think maybe that turn where Facade came out, I thought of an alternate play, which is switch your Incin in for Kali Ice and Electro Drift into the Lunala, calling out Facade. But, I mean, like, we won, so it's hard to complain, right? It's like not like we played horrible or anything. Oh, okay. Kind of similar team, but they have treads. Interesting. Is this one any different than the other one? I guess they don't have Ursa, so we're less scared of Ursa. Kind of makes me want to lead COD, actually. Because, like, who cares if they set up Trick Room? I mean, okay, it's not who cares if they set up Trick Room, it's just more so, like, we have ways to beat it, still. Could also take Urshifu. Whimsicott. It's an option. I think we definitely want Cot here. I think Cot is actually very valuable. I'm okay going with this to start, I think. It's a little bit weird because obviously we're taking like Mons that conventionally, like Urshifu you typically don't want to bring into Miraidon, but my thought process here is that the Incin, the Treads, and the Lunala are very exposed to this. So if we manage to get in a position where we've... Okay, perfect. This is exactly the exact lead we would want to lead into. This is kind of what I was anticipating in lead. Okay. We're going to Tickle here because we want to reduce their attack. We're going to Surging into this immediately. Okay. Okay, Cot's gonna eat that just fine. Lunala? Yeah. I like Light Screen here and Protect to scout their lock if they're specs. We don't know what their item is yet. I also don't even hate Moonblast. Because then you get Tailwind Surging. Yeah, I'm going to Moonblast here and I'm going to Protect, I think. If they drift into our Whimsicott, like, fair play. It's a big call out. And we won't lose off of it immediately. Maybe we will, actually. I don't know. This is a big call out, but I think I feel fine making it. Okay, nice. Okay, now they're in range of Surging. And we get a special attack drop. And they Moongeist. Okay. Maybe, well, find out. I kind of want to Lance here. This is very, actually, tricky. If we Trick Room, it's weird. If we Leech Seed, switch to Mirai, that's probably our best outcome. Unless they Volt Moongeist, but we, at this point, we're behind, so I think we need to make a call out. I think they're still going to Volt Ursh. They kind of want it gone. And they don't know what our Terra is on Kali Ice either. So it could just be a waste to target it. Yep. We'll live a Moongeist. We're gonna take a lot for it. Okay. We really need to get through this Instant too. Actually, well, Instant's easy because we have Ursh. Ideally, they just Trick Room for us, but yeah, I don't expect that to happen. Yeah. Okay, special attack is not the best. I want to Lance here, I think, and just Volt Switch to Luna. Because you just cover from Miraidon coming in for anything. Lance... Terra Fairy. Do we need Terra on anything else? Maybe not. No, I think we just regular drift, yeah. Lance regular drift. Yep. Yep, okay. Mm-hmm. Ideally, we don't kill. We want to not kill here. Okay, we definitely did not kill. So that's okay. Okay. Okay, we have options here. I think it's Trick Room, Taunt Ensign, offhand, Terra Water Taunt. Because then you don't let Ensign switch for free if they reverse Trick Room us. I could also just Taunt Lunala and guarantee we get Trick Room up. Or I could just Aqua Jet Lunala and guarantee we get Trick Room up. I'm gonna do this. It's a risky play, either way, but I think this is fun. They could also double our Kali Ice. Maybe this was a bit greedy on my end. Okay, no. They Terra'd. Okay. Okay, and I taunted that. I did not surging. Oh, we got them for sure. Oh, nice. This is amazing. Okay, taunt. Yep, no parting shot. I was worried about something like this, but like obviously there's a lot of variations depending on their turn. Okay, so they're AV. Oh, that means they have Fake Out now. But Surging Strikes kills. Okay. Oh, we need to think about this. We TR'd. I feel like we have the tools to win, but the close combat from the Ursh is like probably gonna mess us up. I think we just need to land spam them actually. To be honest. It's gonna be really close. I think the margins are super slim here. Okay, Instant comes in. We surging the Instant here because we have to make sure it's in range of lands. And we are like the Never Melt Ice, right? So yeah. Surging. Yep. It has to be surging into that slot. If it's not, we're just gonna lose. Okay. I mean, this is our best odds to win. Okay, they CC. Okay, so we need to Lance, kill, get boost. Oh, but they can switch. I think we lose. No. I found it. I found the play. We need them to take one more extra CC and not have fake out on us. So if we take Instant here as they switch to Miraidon, or try to take Instant as they switch to Miraidon, we'll lose on the spot. But if we Leech Seed as they do this, we'll get some extra recovery. We'll be able to lance, and we might be able to live a second CC. We're gonna do that. Yes. Okay. We still might lose. Like, it's still not great. But this does give us an extra turn of recovery, so we do actually have a chance. I think there might... I don't know how many Turkin turns, actually, there are left. It might not... We might not have enough. But this is still our correct play. Okay. Okay, there is one other thing I'm thinking we can do here to, like, maximize our odds of winning, but then I think we still lose to the instant. I think we need a crit. Yeah, because if we protect here, they're gonna switch next turn if we protect. We need a crit. We did our best regardless. Yeah, we needed crit. There was no way to win without crit. But we made every play we had to like bring ourselves into the game. Yeah, because if we kill Mariah, it's just like it's simply just over on the spot, right? Because they just like Mariah dies, they bring back an instant, they fake out close combat us again, the game's done, right? At least by leech seeding, we're at the very least giving ourselves the out of a crit. Because a crit wouldn't kill probably from the previous range, but at the -2, they have odds to like lose to a crit. So it's like literally our best case scenario. I feel like our lead matchup was okay. I feel like maybe we could have done some stuff better there, though. That was a tricky one. There were definitely some margins. I think that turn where Whimsicott died was really bad. Maybe that turn we should have considered light screening and switching to Miraidon instead. To avoid that KO, they Volt Switch out, and then at least we're in a position where we can play the game. And we haven't given up our Whimsicott still. Losing the Whimsicott in that matchup is pretty tough, because even though it doesn't seem bad, right? Because we got Trick Room up towards the end, and it was okay. Like, the fake out... And maybe the fake out close combat turn I should have just protected to play to try and survive, but I didn't have very high hopes. But I think it is always optimal maybe to do that anyways. Okay, this is Kinugawa's team. We were actually just playing it a few days ago. Immediately, like, Whimsicott strikes me as the best mon here, because they have the stupid Smeargle in the lead. I think Ursh and Whimsicott with a Miraidon. We could drop Ice Rider for the Lando. It's a little crazy, but I actually think that they have a lot to wall out the Kali Ice here. I mean, Kali Ice is also really good, like, don't get me wrong, because it's good into Torn, it's good into Smeargle, it's good into Raging Bolt, but I think the core they always take here is Kali Shadow Zama, Smeargle, and then 1. And Lando is actually pretty useful there, because it can Earth Power. They do lead Kali Zama. So we're pressuring a Tailwind, Terra Water, Surging Strikes turn 1. Now, Psychotic Me wants to click Tickle and switch. Because they know that they're pressured turn 1. But also Tickle Surging. I want to Tickle switch to Lando. Okay, I'm going to lose if we get this wrong. Probably on the spot, but I really think they're too pressured by Urshifu to leave their Kali Shadow in. If they make a call and just get us, like, they get us. Fair enough. Fair play. Like, ideally, I think we see him switch to Rillaboom here. Yes, okay. You have to make calls like this sometimes, right? Yes, Rillaboom, okay. Okay, we do have a lot of pressure now. This is a very good turn for us. And they Terra. Okay. That's very, very good. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god. That's like actually like the best possible thing we could have seen. Okay, tickle. We live slam. Yes, okay. And now we get Tailwind, and we pressure Terra Poison Sludge Bomb. Oh, this is a great day. Could also just regular Sludge. I want a Terra Poison just in case he Wood Hammers me. Okay, nice. Smear Goal. This opens up Moonblast Sludge Bomb into or Moonblast Earth Power into Smeargle. I want to Sludge Bomb it probably. Nice. Spit Afro sharply. Okay, I want a light screen here, and I want a light screen. I want to crunch the Calyrex, honestly, but it's a little risky. That being said, I guess we did make a crazy play turn one. I want to crunch. They could protect and Spore, but I feel like they're gonna play it aggressive because we read them too hard. Yes, yes, and watch this crunch. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Okay, yeah, we just probably win on the spot off of that. Oh my god, they decorated. Perfect. Their defense rose sharply. Attack fell. That's fine. I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing kind of crazy this game. That was actually probably one of my best played games of the series that we've been doing so far. That's insane. Yeah, I'm just gonna Sludge Bomb. Wow. Kudos to me. Kudos to me for that beautiful gameplay, by the way. That was some good gameplay. Yep. Nice. Wait. Or we just wow, we still have Tailwind up. Tickle, Sludge Bomb. Boom. Nice. Yeah, damn, that was a great game. I think the team's interesting. Like, I think it's cool. I don't know how I feel about the Icicle Plate on the Calyrex. Like, I guess the Lances have been stronger, but the Lando feels so good on this. Like, I like the Tickle. The Tickle tech on Whimsicott is so cool because you get to do a lot of like cool plays off of that for sure. And most people in CTS assume you have Encore as well. It's actually interesting because this team did win a best of 3 tournament, but it's kind of cool. Maybe we should have ended on that epic match where I just got every call right. But, you know, we never... You know how the gambler's mindset. If you hit it big, you're definitely going to do it again, right? We'll see if it was meant to be or not, based on whether we find an opponent. I've been really enjoying this team. Okay, it's not meant to be. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, the games with this team were so strong. This is a really cool team. I really enjoyed it. I mean, we lost one, of course, but I had a lot of fun playing this team, actually. I think it's actually a really solid team. I'll go back to the rental screen so you guys can take a look at it. Where is it? Here, yep. But yeah, this is a team. Big shout outs to Team Korea for posting the rental and the pace, and obviously Taeseok for winning the whole thing. Pretty fun team. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about this team. I actually think it was pretty fun. Let me know if you guys would like to see any particular like teams that have done really well as well. Let me know. All right, awesome guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.